Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lessons, Learning, and Readings with Larkin. I am Larkin, coming live to you from the United States. Welcome, and thank you for joining me today. I'm so happy to have you guys here with me. During this hour, I'd like to invite you to please have a drink. Make yourself comfortable somewhere. If you have a candle or incense or crystals or something that you'd like to bring with you to this hour together so that you can enjoy this time, so that you can leave everything at the door and you can just show up to spend time with your spirit team, with your metaphysical, spiritual, and perhaps even paranormal questions, and to have this special time together where you can just kind of step out of the regular humdrum world and spend some really sacred time together. Okay, this is going to be fun. So I want to let all of you guys know, if you have not heard me before, that during this hour, you can ask anything you want about your spirit team, which are your angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones, your master teachers, your soul family. And you can ask for anything that is animal related, mediumship, animal communication, animal totems, power animals, any of that great stuff. You can ask anything metaphysical, spiritual, or paranormal, okay, during this hour together. And you can ask questions about your spirit guides. So we can do psychic readings and mediumship here as well. I'm just looking for my banner here, guys, so that you can connect with me further if you want to. The other thing I ask for those of you that are not accustomed to my readings or have not joined me here before is that you come in, you leave everything at the door, and instead of jumping on and just like desperately asking for a reading, that you take time to get centered. You take time to be open to receiving, okay? And that means that you come and you allow yourself to get in your center, to get more present, to relax. And when you're in a more relaxed state and you're not in a vibrational frequency of wanting and needing and, oh my God, I got to get this answer and I hope I'm one of the people she picks today, and have a little faith, have a little trust that spirit knows best. And that includes your higher self, okay? That you will get a reading at just the right time because spirit knows the best time, the best reader, the best place for you, okay? So you want to trust that will happen. And this puts you in a place better to receive answers, information, visitations, frequency. And even if I do pick you, if spirit guides me to pick you, if you're not in a place of receiving, you're not really going to grab the call to action or the significance of the message anyway. Okay, so please take the time to do that before we get started. I am super thorough, but these are online free readings. I always emphasize that because Spirit asked me during these free online readings to please make sure that I am as efficient as possible so that I can make sure to give as many people as possible validation, confirmation, answers, and calls to action. Okay, and then if you guys want something more in depth, find a reader that you trust and actually pay them for their time and give, or get on an angel party like I have online. That's small online paid group readings, but it's a lot less expensive and they're semi-private, okay? Veronica also has amazing readers on here all week long if you're just wanting more free readings, okay? But I will try to be, I won't be as thorough on here as I'd like to be, and I might be in a reading that's not an online paid reading because Spirit really wants me to help and comfort and assist and guide as many people as possible during this time. Okay, so yay. All right, so let's see what our spirit message is for today. It always means whatever guidance and wisdom spirit wants me to share with you before we get started always means that there are some people here that really need to hear what that is. Okay, let's see what that is for us today. What's ringing beautiful and true for me today that spirit wants me to share with you, and then I'll get into comments and saying hello, is to ask you if you're being true to yourself. And what does that mean? Because when you're true to yourself, that doesn't mean you're egoic self. That means your heart self. That means your eternal soul. That means the eternal wisdom that you are, that cannot die, that cannot be hurt, that is going on forever, that can incarnate in these different lifetimes, okay? The internal wisdom that you are, the part of your spirit team that has come here into this world. And this question is very simple. Are you living truly to yourself? Are you being? Are you acting? Are you choosing in alignment with what is really true for you? And for those of you that might be unhappy or have anxiety or be depressed or feel like life just isn't right, that answer might be that maybe you're living according to the program that the world has given you, other people's expectations, the expectations of your ego, but maybe not your true nature, your true eternal nature, which shines through your human personality. So when you're journaling or you're sitting quietly under a tree and you're thinking about life, or you're contemplating, or you're taking a walk with your dogs, you might find that if you toss that question out there, you're going to get some answers back. Okay, because your spirit team, your spirit guides certainly want you to know that. And don't forget, my friends, you are a part of your spirit team. So as you get readings tonight and the guidance comes through for you, please remember that it's not your job to just be passive. It's also your job to be an active participant in what comes through in the reading and in what your spirit guides are asking you and guiding you to do. And don't forget, you have free will. So you're the one here that gets to make these difficult choices. Okay? All right, so let's get started. Sorry, I always have somebody call me when I get going, but I'm on a hot spot, my friends, so I have to keep my phone on so that I can stay connected to all of you. All right, who do we have on here today? Margot, welcome back. Rachel, Carly, let's see, Mandy, Andrea, hello, everyone. Yesterday, we were doing some reverse readings, and we got one lady taken care of, but there was a gentleman that had a limp that we did not find who he belonged to yesterday, so I'll bring him up again a little bit later as well, okay? Hello, Pamela. All right. Awesome, guys. While I'm shuffling these cards, in case this relates to any of you, we just didn't have enough time, guys. I often do reverse readings. Often I'll do it on my own broadcasts. But yesterday I always have a bunch of souls wanting to come through. But I had two that were really stepping forward. And the lady, we found who she belonged to, and we got her message to the family. But the gentleman, the older gentleman with a limp, who liked to smoke cigars at the end of the day, he smoked one cigar a day at the end of the day, we did not find who he belonged to. So if any of you know a gentleman, an older gentleman with gray and white hair, straight hair, who had a limp, I believe it was his right leg, who passed away, who enjoyed a cigar or two, please let me know, and I will connect him to you, because he is still waiting there. Usually if I don't find the people that they belong to, they will continue to show up at my readings until I do, or until somehow they've connected to the people they're trying to reach. So that's important. All right, let's scroll down here and see if that resonated with anyone before we get going here with cards. I'm good, Rachel. Thank you for asking. Let's see. Mandy, well, I will check. I always have souls that are wanting to come through. Those two were just ones that really jumped in yesterday. So I'll see if there's any animals that want to come through as well. There's always animals that want to come through. Let's see, Lisa Joe. Your dad has a limp near the end of his life after an operation. Okay. Did he have, was he like, it looks like a small to average size man. And did he have like gray and white hair? Maybe not white, but looks like it was like like lighter and darker gray, I think is what I'm looking at. Lisa Joe. And did your dad hi Bree, I see you. We're gonna talk about this soul that's coming through first, Bree, okay? Bree, in case you missed the first few minutes, I always ask everyone to please make sure if you come with an air of desperation and need, to take a few deep breaths, slow your brainwaves and calm your nervous system, because you'll be better off to receive then. Even if spirit guides me to you, Bree, you are not going to be open to receiving vibrationally if you're in a panic. If you're setting through a need, a vibration of need, no matter what we do, you won't be able to receive the same way, okay? Hi, Pia, welcome. Okay, so Lisa Joe, yes, he did, okay? He liked cigars, all right? Last night, this woman gave me a lot, like at least 10 forms of validation that it was really her. I am very, very careful to make sure I give physical validation. I do not want to match the wrong soul up to the wrong people. Okay, that is not my job. So, hi Bernadette, welcome. Let's see. So I want to give a little more validation for him. I'm not sure if these numbers are exactly accurate, but I am getting the number 67, Lisa Joe. It also looks as though this gentleman could have been in his 60s. Was he in his 60s, either when he injured himself or when he passed? And then, let's see. This gentleman also, although he had a limp, he did not like using a cane or a walking stick, Lisa Joe. He did not like using a cane or a walking stick. These are very specifics that we use for validation that are extremely important to make sure we're matching you up. 69. Okay, got it. What happened at 67, Lisa Joe? Because he's also showing me 67. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Ronalie. Welcome. Hey, Catherine. He was very ill at 67. Okay. So 67 came through very clearly to me, and him passing in his 60s came through. So what we have for validation is we have his appearance. We have the fact that he smoked cigars. We have the fact that he had a limp. We have the age that he passed and the age that he got the injury. So we have more than four forms of validation there. First cancer op was also at 67. Okay. So that was very, validating. Hi, Nina. Welcome. Let's see. I'm going to go back up here for a second oh no, Bree, you're fine. I'm actually going to star your message, Bree, because it's so easy for me to lose things that I want to make sure I get to you today. Okay. So just hang in there. It's hard, but that self-control will actually help you receive a lot better. I'm not kidding. All right. So we have more than 7 forms of validation, Lisa Joe. And I do see an energetic connection with him to you. So I am so excited, guys. This soul came through yesterday, and I'm very excited because I do believe, Lisa Joe, that this gentleman that came through to me yesterday in the very beginning of the reading with this other woman and really asked me to do a reverse reading for him was your dad. So let me see here. You got it, Bree. It's okay. You got it. You're more powerful than you know. All right, so let's see why he wanted to come through so desperately. Lisa Joe, is your mother still living? And he's also showing me a woman sitting by his side. Was she with him when he passed, please? Hi, Bernadette. Let me know if she was with him when he passed, because he is showing me, wow, yeah, he's showing me. Yes. Okay. Oh, she's here. Wonderful. Was she with him when he passed? What he is showing me is that there was, and he's letting me actually feel her emotion. He said that they were extremely in love, their entire relationship. He was with a good friend when he passed. Okay. So was there a time, Lisa Joe, that your mom would be showing me a male friend? Okay. He is showing me, though, an image of your mother, Is she the one that had like the loose curly hair, please? Because he's showing me his hand being held, and a woman who I'm sensing is your mother. Was your mother. With short curly hair and holding his hand like in between the two of her hands. And there was a lot of emotion there. You know who that would be? Okay. There was a lot of emotion there. And he did not say if this was the time of his passing. So evidently, if his male friend was there, then it was not the time of his passing. But there's a lot of emotion there between the two of them. His ex-girlfriend. No, that will be his ex-girlfriend. My parents split when you were young. Okay. Was she the one with curly hair then, Lisa Jo? There's a lot of love between him and this woman. A lot of love. And there's a lot of emotion there he's showing me. He wants to get through to her. He also wants to get through to your mom. And what he wants to do is he wants to put to peace a lot of that emotion. Let's see. Indeed, yes, there was much emotion. Okay. Yes, curly hair. She visited a lot before he passed. Okay. Then she's the one that he is showing me. Because he is showing me the curly hair and a lot of emotion. It felt very dramatic and very emotional. And her holding his hand, kissing his hand, and crying. He's saying tears. And so he wants to come through and let her know that he's okay and that he's so sorry he had to leave. And I'm having a side conversation with him now. To your mother, he wants to thank her and tell her that there were a lot of things he did not give her credit for. That she was very strong, and there were things that he should have given her credit for and thanked her for before leaving this world. To you, he wants to let you know that he's so proud of you and that it was the right thing for him and your mom to go their separate ways when they did. Their souls were only meant to be together for a short time, and that was partly to bring you into this world. Your soul chose to come to their two souls. Okay? Yes, this makes sense to you? Okay. Thank you for letting her know. But please let your mom know that he gives her that credit now. He sees all those things he missed, but he still says for the two of you to have peace, that soul connection was just meant to be there to bring you into this world, because you chose those two souls to bring you into this world. Okay. And then to his girlfriend, please just let him know that he thanks her for loving him and for continuing to love him. And he is so sorry that it was so emotionally painful. He says that was very emotionally painful. And from his perspective of her, it was a lot of long, drawn out emotion that was very overwhelming for her. She loved him very purely, and he wants to thank her for that. And to please let you all know that he is good and he is happy, and he continues to love and be loved by each of you. Okay. It was his time, Lisa Jo. It was his time. That was the time his soul chose. And he knows that from a human perspective, his girlfriend, she found that very difficult because they hadn't met even earlier in life. Okay. But he wants you all to know that all is well and everything is as it should be. Okay. Let's see. No, you could not have chosen any other humans. And you're actually all soul friends. You're all part of the same soul family, all of you. So You did choose them. That's why they were together. And please just know his main message for you, okay, is that everything is as it should be. I get major chills when I say that, and that is spirit coming into my electromagnetic field. That is him thanking me, saying, yes, that is correct. All is as it should be, and to trust and continue to have faith. Okay. Let's see here. Does he have any message about a new flame for me? All he's saying, Lisa Joe, I think his message today was not to guide you on your love life. The message is, ironically, and I'm not kidding you, because when I started this broadcast, Spirit said to me, please share with everyone to be true to themselves. Please share to be true to yourself. And that is his message to you. That any new flame that comes your way is going to be a soul connection. Any true new flame that comes your way is not just going to be a mental, emotional, or physical attraction. It is going to be a soul connection. And to remain true to yourself so that you can be a beacon for that. He believes in you. He believes that you will do that. He believes that you are doing that. And he just wants you to keep the faith and keep holding true to yourself. And then he's like, that relationship will come into your life. Okay? I think that's a beautiful message. And he's rooting for you, and he's right there with you, Lisa Joe. But he says, don't be impatient. Don't be impatient. It will come. Just focus on being true to yourself, and that will invite it in. Okay? Lisa Joe, please know that your father now has an easier connection in connecting with you and your family. Okay? His girlfriend, and even your mom if she has questions for him. Okay? He's loving all of you, and that connection is now stronger. So thank you for letting me read for you. Okay? Let's see. Hi, Ann Swantek. Hey, Melissa. Let's see. Let's see, guys. Hold on. Let me scroll up and down here. All right. So here's the thing, guys. I'm following some of your messages, Bree, here, so I can pick which one I want to pop up here. Hi, Catherine. All right. Let's see here. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get back to the message I wanted from Bree. Okay. So, where did I highlight that? I guess it was way up here. So, guys, I noticed you guys commenting and supporting Bree on here, and I want to say this. I want to say this about pain from Spirit, okay, as we move into Bree's reading. All right. Our egoic mind is always trying to our egoic mind is always trying to keep us stuck. It's trying to keep us from remembering our power. Your ego is not bad. Your ego is there to protect you. It's to keep you alive for a while in this physical form. Okay. However, when we believe our thoughts, because our thoughts are ego, when we believe our thoughts and we keep repeating the same thoughts, because beliefs are just repeated thoughts, we go deeper and deeper and deeper into a pain. Okay. But Spirit wants me to share a shattering, eye-opening epiphany with you. Pain is not bad. Being uncomfortable is not bad. And every time you make a decision, you're either moving towards pleasure or away from pain. And for most of us, it's always to avoid pain, right? Something we're afraid of happening, some sort of discomfort. And what Spirit wants you to know is that, this good, bad, pain, pleasure, like, dislike, comfortable, uncomfortable, this only exists in this reality. And it is only when we forget who we are and we're separate from ourselves. Okay? So, whereas when we resist the pain, when our whole goal is to stop the pain, is to stop the struggle, is to get away from it, what we actually are doing is we're strengthening our egoic mind, because that is resistance to things as they are. And I always recommend to everyone, all of my coaching clients, my metaphysical clients, my reading clients, get Eckhart Tolle's book, The Power of Now. Just read one page a day, just one little paragraph a day, because it is pure consciousness speaking to your consciousness. Okay. And you guys have two major choices here, and then I'll get into your reading, Bree. Okay. But Spirit wants me to share this with you guys so you have your own empowerment and freedom. You can either choose to handle your pain and your suffering the same way over and over and over and over and over. That means in 10 years, do you want to be getting on a live free online reading a few times a day and begging for readings because you are uncomfortable or you're in pain and you're wanting an outside resource to bring Spirit through for you? Or do you want to do something with those call to actions that come through the readings, that come directly from your spirit team, your angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones? Do you want to make the powerful choices as a human that you have to make? Because right now you have a physical body, whether you like it or not. You have an egoic mind. Your feelings can be hurt. You can feel emotional pain, whether you like it or not. And you can either choose to constantly find a remedy to relieve that pain, or you can learn how to deal with it and how to transmute it into something greater, because it's always there to teach you something, to show you something, to give you what you want, to show you how to get what you want, to make you into a bigger, better version of you. And if all you do is try to get away from that pain and you're just like, I'm suffering, I'm suffering, I'm suffering, I'm suffering, you're never going to transmute out of it. You're just going to keep recreating that, and and years are going to go by and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I've been suffering for a decade now. You don't want that to become a habit, because you will start to literally manifest that. What you want is you want to acknowledge the pain like you are, Bree. And then you come to a reading, and then as Spirit comes through and it's going to talk about your mom, I guarantee you, your spirit guides are already working on me. They want to tell you how to get out of the pattern of struggle and suffering, so that life isn't hard right now. Life feels hard to you. It is perceived as hard and painful, but that doesn't mean that it is. Okay. And that's the magic. And that's what your spirit guides are here to help you with. They're here to say, hey, Bree, remember who you are. Remember this wise, eternal, powerful, free soul that you are, that got the privilege of being invited to have life on earth. Remember this amazing mom of yours that got to be your birth mother because she's part of your soul family, and you have an eternal relationship that cannot die. Remember that, Bree? That's what they're here to tell you. And so if you're listening to your thoughts and your ego, whenever you feel the pain of missing her, you're going to get caught up in that, and you're going to believe it, and it's going to become your reality, and it's going to taint everything you do. But as you tap into spirit that is beyond space and time, which is where your mom is right now, Bree, all of a sudden there's joy, there's abundance, there is peace. Okay. And what Spirit wants you to know, Bree, is that it's okay to be uncomfortable, and it's okay to be unhappy, and it's okay to be in pain. For some reason, we live in a world that says if you're not happy 95% of the time, there's something wrong with you. If you have emotional pain, you're not right. If you're struggling, then you're not normal. And that's just not true, guys. You're going to be happy about 50% of the time, and you're going to be unhappy and upset because you don't have what you want the other 50% of the time. And your response to not having what you want, or things not being the way you'd like them to be, is your choice, actually. Boy, that sounds mean, doesn't it? To some of you, that sounds really mean. It's not mean. It's empowerment. That's spirit. Spirit is not all mushy. Spirit is practical. Spirit wants you to take on the power because you're the one living here, okay? So would you meet your mom when you cross over? And would she be there to hug you? Absolutely. How could she not be? How could she not be? You escorted her, Bree, through the garden to have her cosmic programming, where her spirit guides and her loved one and her angels gave her her cosmic memory. And, when we come into this world, we're given packages and presents from our loved ones in spirit, from our spirit guides. They give us skills and gifts and abilities and insights and characteristics that we're going to carry with us to get us through this world. Just like, the Egyptians used to pack their mummies up for the afterlife, right? These are what your loved ones in spirit do before you're born. And you were there. Your mom came into this world before you. And you were in that garden and you brought her gifts. And you saw her off from the other side, knowing she was going to be your mom. And now the tables have turned. She has now departed this world. And you will be coming after. So guess who's going to be there to receive you? One of many who will be there to receive you. So what I'm getting for you, and I'm going to pull you a card as well, Bree. But what you're lacking right now is faith. When things get hard and painful and scary, it is very, very easy for us to lose faith in everything, for things to get cloudy, for things to get confusing, for us to get scared, for us to struggle. And what I'm seeing is you're very, very caught up in your mind right now. And a lot of that has to do with pain, right? But when you accept where you are and you actually, instead of resisting the pain, you embrace it, let yourself cry, let yourself yell it out if you need to, let yourself write, express yourself, and allow that pain to transmute into something else. And what I'm seeing is that when you do that, you're actually going to get through the barrier that's keeping you from really sensing that she's there. Okay. Now I just pulled two amazing cards for you. One is love and one is trust. Wow. Love and trust. Okay. So, this is absolutely amazing, because what was coming through to me as I chose these cards was that you need to have more faith, and you need to trust in your spirit team. You need to trust in yourself. You need to trust in the whole reason that you're here in this world. Okay. We are all going to have extreme pain at different points of our life and really be struggling and not know what to do or where to go. And the thing is that that's okay. That's part of being human. And you knew that would happen before you came. Okay. So the goal is actually not to get away from the pain and struggling. The goal is, what is it telling you and what can you do with it? Okay. So the love, of course, is your mother's unconditional love for you and the unconditional bond there. Hi, AM. That unconditional love that is there for you. That is never going to go anywhere. There is not a thing you can do in this universe, Bree, that could possibly destroy that. There is not a thing you could possibly do. That we'll get to your other comment in a minute, okay, Bree? There's not a thing that you could possibly do to end that love, okay? And some of these things just take time. Every person takes a different amount of time to process how you interact with those you love when they cross over is different for every person. Okay. And there's a different amount of time depending on how you handle it. Okay. The other one that I got for you was trust. Okay. And this means you're going to need to have a lot of trust and a lot of faith in things that are happening. Okay. And you're going to need to really trust in yourself. You need to have confidence in yourself. You need to trust in the process, and you need to make sure that you are giving yourself the time. Okay. Now this is interesting here. What did you say here? You don't sound, oh, it doesn't sound mean. Okay, good. Yes. Yes. You need to come to terms with it. And you know what? You know how you do that, Bree? You let go of the resistance. You do that by letting go of the resistance and by surrendering. So the thing that prolongs Anything that we don't want is our resistance. And your spirit guides have been trying to encourage you, and your mom has too, to just, you haven't really fully accepted it yet. And you just need to accept it. Okay. And what that will do, I know that sounds like really scary, but what that's actually going to do for you is it's going to release an energy barrier that is holding you in a cycle of suffering. And it's going to catapult you over the hump into the next phase of healing. Okay. So I would journal, because spirit has always guided me to do that and guided my clients to do that. When you do that, you're going to get your mental and emotional energy out on paper. And you're going to be able to see your mind on paper and your emotions on paper. Eventually, if you keep going and you start asking questions and having a conversation, you're also going to be able to go deeper into getting messages beyond that. And you'll start to be able to see your conversations with your mom. Okay. You're going to start to be able to feel that love and that presence on a new level. A long time ago, many of you that listen to me have heard this already. It's worth saying again. As I started doing more and more readings, I started asking spirit, how can I just say to everyone, like, you know, because people always want, when someone passes, they always want to say, oh, I'm so sorry, I hope everything's okay. I don't feel like saying that, because they haven't gone anywhere. They're not gone. There is no such thing as death. They left that world to come to this one, and now they're leaving this world to go to that one. And it's really just a shift in reality. They never actually go anywhere. And in many ways, you're actually closer to her now than you were before. And so what spirit gave me years back was, spirit just said, tell them that your relationship has not ended. It has merely transformed. And it is up to you to relearn how to have a relationship with her now when she's at a different frequency. It is up to you. She can already hear you, see you, smell you, feel you. She knows what you're thinking before you even say it. But it's up to you to learn how to be a receiver. And what I'm showing is that for you, it's thinking and feeling right now. You'll be able to get all your clairs, but for you right now, it's thinking and it's feeling. Okay. And so go with those strengths. The first thought that comes, the first feeling that comes, the first answer that comes, that's her answering you. And after this reading here, you are actually going to be able to have a stronger connection to her. Okay. So keep me posted. Let me know how it's going. Don't forget, if you really want a more personal and private reading and working through this, you can always find me on my Facebook page. There's other readers. Find a reader you connect with, or a spiritual coach that you connect with that can help you through this healing and grieving process. Okay. All right. Thank you for letting me read for you, Bree. I hope that helps. Just give yourself the time that you need. Okay. Doesn't that sound amazing, Catherine? I know it is amazing, Lisa Joe. And thank you for saying that you're going to keep me posted. I appreciate that. I'm glad you guys are resonating with this. Oh my God, look at all the hearts and all the, you guys resonating with this. See, do you guys see how when someone needs a reading, how it resonates with all of you guys? It's so cool. All right, let's see here. All right. 1 second, guys. I'm just going up here where spirit is guiding me. Let's see. Mandy, yeah, that's true. At the beginning of their life, they feed you, and at the end, you're taking care of them. That's right. That's how it goes. All right. Let's see, Catherine. Guys, when you say message, please, just so you know, that's super, super general. So if there's something more specific, since I did spend a lot of time with Bree, but I typically don't do that on these free online readings, because I'm supposed to be getting to as many people as I can, as Spirit is asking me to bring you guys answers and comfort. So if you want something more specific, since I don't have the same amount of time as I would in a small group or private reading, and there's something specific you want, please make sure you let me know so it can align that energy. So that can be the energy that I attach to, so that if there's something there you want, it can come through. Okay. Yeah, it is good to listen to, Melissa. Absolutely. It's very good to listen to. Let's see. Bree says, you're amazing. Thank you so much. Sat here crying my eyes out. Good. Love to you too, Bree. Good. You need to cry. You need to cry more. You need to cry so hard. I'm shuffling for you, Catherine. You need to cry so hard, Bree, and so often that you become the pain. Invite the pain. Let the pain come. Invite it. Invite it. Say, come, I just make it hurt so bad that it can't hurt anymore. And what you'll find is at the bottom of that pain, there is no more pain. It's only love. As soon as you guys surrender to resistance, the pain goes away. I'm going to say that again. As soon as you surrender to resistance, the pain goes away, because the pain is not because of what you think it is. The pain is your resistance to what it is your mind doesn't like. Your mind doesn't like the change of your mom leaving this world. So we have pain. That's natural. But the way we get through the pain fastest is we invite it. We embrace it. We surrender to it. And it transmutes into something beautiful and amazing. And we heal faster. Okay, it is our resistance that keeps things going. All right. All right, I'm going to highlight this, Pamela, here. I know I only got 20 minutes here. You're welcome, Catherine. Did you have anything more specific, Catherine, that you want? I'm trying to get to the most desperate people today, guys. Trying to get the people that our spirit is wanting me to send off with things. Hi, Rosalie. Welcome. 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 Let's see here. All right. Catherine, we have joy and focus. Joy and focus. So you didn't give me anything more specific for a reading, so I'm just going to go with the cards. So these are amazing. I love these cards. The power of focus is really incredible. And what your spirit guides are showing me, by the way, guys, my spirit guides, Meet Your Spirit Guides event is the 26th this month. So if you want to meet your spirit guides, I only have 15 spaces at the most. You will literally meet your spirit guides. All right. You can find it pinned to the top of my Facebook page, which the link is down here if you're interested, but it's a very select, just a small group of people, because you guys, I've got to work with you and your spirit guides so you can meet them. Okay. But anybody that wants to do that, that's one of my many events coming up this month in June. So your spirit guides, that reminded me, your spirit guides are wanting you to focus. Catherine, they're saying you need to shift your focus. I don't know why or what it is you're distracted about, but they're telling me you are distracted. And they're like, your focus is too wide and you're too general. So if there's something, if you can't think, okay, well, I think that, they're wanting you to focus your attention, because focused energy is very, very powerful. And they're like, it's time for you to get back and focus your energy and attention. So there's something under there that you're working towards or want or need to be working towards. Okay. Because they're wanting you to focus that energy. And then they're saying, ignite that focus with your joy, because that joy is one of the quickest ways to push you to manifesting. So if you want to be a faster, more proficient manifester, Catherine, they want you to really use that joy to catapult your focus. Okay. Is it Zoom? I don't know what you mean. We are on StreamYard right now, if that's what you mean. But that is pretty amazing. That's what your spirit guides are saying for you, Catherine. So let me know what you think about that. I think that's pretty awesome. Let's see. All right, guys, I'm going to tag these. Please know that I cannot come back and comment on these on Find Me a Medium, guys, because it ruins the algorithms, because there's so many wonderful readers on here. So if you want to connect with me further, just connect with me on my Facebook page. I'm not going to be able to get to everyone today, but Veronica has the best readers I've ever seen. So Just remember, there's readers on here all week long, and you guys can always get on their lives, or you can find me on my Facebook page and get readings from me elsewhere. Okay, so you have plenty of opportunities. You're welcome, Catherine. I wanted to tell you guys that because there's so many people I want to get to, and I only have 15 minutes, and I know that I am not going to be able to get to everyone that I want to today. Okay, let's see. Bernadette, what you said helped me massively. I don't need a reading now. Great advice. Thank you. Oh my God. You just gave me chills. Thank you for that, Bernadette. I'm so glad. That's why we're doing these, guys. That is why we're doing these. Okay. All right. So I need to quick scroll back up here. I got to be quick here, guys, because I've only got 15 minutes and there's so many of you I want to get to. I can't stand it right now. Mandy, let's see. And hold on here. I've got to. All right. So many people I want to get to. So guys, I'm going to be like super quick right now because Spirit has a bunch of people they want me to get to. So I'm going to be doing this quickly. Okay. And please forgive me for doing it fast. But again, with the free online readings, at least for me, my direction from Spirit is help as many people as you can during this time. Okay. That's the nature of this type of reading for me. Those are my instructions from Spirit. I'm very thorough, but I usually save the deep, thorough stuff for the small online group readings and my private readings. Because I need to do what Spirit says because Spirit's always right. All right. So I keep talking to my mom, Kathleen, but no answer. Okay. Catherine, the reason you're not getting an answer is because you want to hear from her so much. There's just a lot of energetic resistance there. A lot of times when we lose someone and they were one of the closest people to us, either we had issues with them and there were things that we felt were unresolved that causes a certain level of stress, or because we were super close to them and we want to hear from them so badly, we oftentimes feel as though we're blocked and we're not hearing from them. Okay. She is there. She is there. Now, is she the one that had the dark hair? Because there's a woman here present with straight dark hair. Catherine, let me know. Is that her? Because I am, let's see here, Catherine. She is like she's trying to get through to you in physical ways. She's trying to get through to you with birds and animals, things running across the street, things that would catch your attention, Catherine. She's been trying to get your attention by putting her hand like on your hair, like on your head or on your back. So she's been trying to give you physical sensations. She's been trying to sit down like next to you. Like she'll sit down like on a couch next to you, Catherine, and hoping you're going to feel the temperature change, or like the static feeling, or like the weight of someone sitting on a chair. Okay. And she's really been trying to get through to you because she knows that you're thinking she's not there. Please know that she wants you to keep talking to her. You will eventually be able to sense her. I'm getting that even once we've had this interaction here, it's going to be easier for you to have that breakthrough. Okay. But you need to stop trying so hard to get the proof and validation that she's there. You need to just trust that she's there. You need to relax. And then you need to turn your attention away. When you talk to her, forget about it and let her surprise you, because she can come through when you least expect it. And if you're looking for it and you're expecting it, that's just blocking it more. Okay. So give it a little more time. You can always schedule a reading with someone that you trust if you want a more in-depth reading, but I've just been asked to please cover that with you so that you know she is there. Keep talking to her. She can hear and see and sense you, and she loves you very much, and you are going to be able to get that connection. Okay. All right. You're welcome. Let's see here. I need to do this one. Sorry, guys. I'm just going where they're showing me. I wish I had another hour, but I don't. All right. I would love a message from my parents about my son's current situation. Okay, let's see here. Well, first of all, Pamela, it's not so much your parents are looking after him. it's not so much it's more of, okay, so the guidance always comes from like the loved ones, and the spirit guides will always give like the same guidance. Okay, because the person's higher self, so your son's higher self, his soul, his spirit guides, his angels, his loved ones, your parents, all know what's best for that person, okay, and what they need to be doing. What they're saying to you actually is that you need to sit tight, and you need to use discernment. They're not showing me exactly what this situation is, but it looks as though you need to they're saying that the only way to turn things around is he has to make some realizations for himself, and he has to come around on his own. And that is going to mean that what I'm seeing is that any pushing is going to be met with resistance, and that you're doing the right thing, that hello Alan, welcome, that you're going to need to use some discernment, and also to trust and have some faith that he is being looked after by higher powers as well. He's here as a human to make mistakes, and he's here as a human to learn, and to give him the space to do that, but with discernment. Okay. They're really emphasizing the don't push, that for him, being allowed to learn some of his own lessons right now is going to be very, very important. And that anyone that's going to push a certain direction or kind of be in opposition, yes, discernment, yes, it's very hard, but it's what you need to be doing. And that's what your parents are telling you. It's the only way through this, really, because what's going to happen is, if you don't, you're just going to push him away. There's going to be more resistance. It's going to prolong his situation. You have to give him the space to mess up, and then be there when he needs the support. Give him the space to be loved and accepted in messing up without being criticized. And they're showing me he will end up saying, wow, I really screwed up, and now I need help. I'm so sorry. And what do I do? If you don't do that, you're going to make yourself enemy number one. Okay. So it's hard, but keep talking to them. Use self-control. All I can say, Pamela, is it will be worth it. It will be worth it. It will be worth it. Okay. Trust them. Trust spirit. They're never wrong. I've done this my whole life, and I can be wrong. Readers can be wrong. You can be wrong in what you interpret, but spirit's never wrong. All right. All right, guys, I have got 8 minutes. We're going to do this quick. Alia, you're not one of the most desperate ones, but welcome again. I was so glad you joined us yesterday. Spirit popped me up to see you, so I'm going to go ahead and grab a card for you real quick. Wow, transformation. Awesome. Transformation. All right. And change. Okay. I've never drawn these two together for anyone. Transformation and change. All right. This is so powerful. I mean, this is undeniable. You have some big change and transformation on the way. I'm talking faster than I'd like to, but this is very important. Change, you can revert back, right? Change is important. You have to make changes in your thoughts, in your habits, in your choices, and in how you back up your choices with your action. Okay. That's where you need to make the changes, because change can always revert back. But if you make the change in those habits, that's what leads to transformation. And transformation is a whole different ballgame. Transformation is, change is like, the butterfly can change the direction that she or he is flying in the wind and go a different location. But transformation is about becoming someone different. When you grow up, when you go from being 3 years old to 10 years old, you can no longer fit in your 3-year-old clothes. When you go from being a caterpillar to a butterfly, forget it. It's all over. Okay. So this is on the horizon for you. In order to get the transformation you want, you need to work on consciously making the changes that you've not been wanting to make. Okay. This is very powerful. Pia, beautiful message for everyone. Listen, breathe, and love. Yes, that too. Absolutely. All right. Hold on here. You're welcome, Catherine. Okay. Oh, meeting your spirit guides, Mandy. Yeah. Yeah, guys, meet your spirit guides. I mean, it's 2 hours long. It's 40 American dollars. But I hold space and literally your spirit guides come in. So you will meet at least one spirit guide and take whatever you are doing working with them to another level. So if you want to do it, just please keep in mind I only take 10 to 15 people because in that 2 hours I give you a lot of attention and it takes that amount of time. Okay, because you're going to learn how to interact with them in a more powerful way. But if you go to my Facebook page, you'll see it pinned and you'll be able to see if you're interested in that. Okay. Let's see. This is important, guys. Rachel, I really enjoyed your readings and other people. It relates to me in some weird way. Yes. So, when we're on here, like if you guys don't get a reading right away, don't pop off because you will learn so much through other people's readings, and spirit tries to always make sure that it's sharing things that other people on here need to hear, which is why the small online group paid readings are fun too, because spirit always has something for you, even if you're not the exact one getting the reading. Okay. Let's see here. Ronna Lee. Let's see. Had to make some very hard decisions when my mom passed quite a long time ago, and the time doesn't matter. Remember, there's no time on the other side, right? No time and space outside of this world. And I have often wondered if I handled things the way she wanted. Sounds crazy. Did you know? So I'm not quite sure what you mean by that last sentence, but I think I get the gist of it. First of all, it doesn't matter how long ago it was. Since they're outside of time and space, that does not matter at all. Second of all, yes, she is fine with the way that you handled things. Here's the thing. When we cross over, my friends, we don't care about the same things anymore at all. As soon as you go to cross over, you start to feel at peace. You start to recognize things or remember things. Some people do immediately, some people don't. It depends on where the soul is consciously when they cross over, but there's always a sense of peace knowing everything's okay. You don't care about the body anymore because you just see it as vibrational frequency that held you for a while here. Our physical world and our physical body is actually only physical because of its moving, because of its vibration. There really is no physical world. Everything is energy. I'm 99.999% space, and so are you. You're actually looking through me. It is your brain that sees with the vibrational frequencies coming in through your eyes. Your eyes aren't actually even seeing. Okay, it's the message that is sent to your thunder to your brain. So, she is perfectly happy with everything that you did. The most important thing to her as she crossed over and was on the other side was the recognition that what was most important was that you did what gave you peace. You did what brought you contentment and joy. You handled things in a way that you could live with happily and peacefully for the rest of your life. And that's what meant the most to her. Okay. And she said that you did that beautifully and you've been so conscientious. Even now, as you walk through life, she said you continue to be conscientious and respectful of what she would like, how she would like it, what type of flowers would she like. Oh my gosh, you think, oh my gosh, mom would love this color. You're always thinking of her and keeping her in mind and acknowledging her and keeping her energy and her presence alive in this world. And she wants to thank you for that. So there's absolutely nothing crazy about that. Okay. Your connection with her, Ronnalee, is now stronger. So keep talking to her. Start asking her ask her for signs and let her show you on a new level that your relationship has not ended. It has merely transformed. Okay. This is amazing. All right, guys, listen, it is starting to thunder. I will be back at the same time next Monday and Tuesday on here. If you'd like to connect with me further or join any of my fun events that are coming up or schedule a reading with me, please find me on my Facebook page listed here. Veronica has, as I said, the most amazing readers I have ever known. all week long on this page. Bless her heart. So make sure to enjoy that as well. Please like this if you enjoyed it. And if you did not get a reading today, don't worry. The reading will come at just the right time for you, okay? I'll see you all soon. Thanks again for joining me. Bye-bye.